friend of mine just got in touch with me as he works for himself and he sits at his desk all day, and he said, my posture is so bad. I'm hunched, my shoulders are tight. Do you have any tips of how I can loosen things up? Absolutely. Number one, stand up. Stand up and take your feet just a little wider than you would normally for standing. And we're just going to start to swing from side to side. Really nice floppy arms. You might want to close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. You can even let the opposite heel gently lift as you swing. The arms are just totally floppy. And you'll notice that the shoulders start to relax, things start to move in the spine. Notice that your breath is moving. And you might even want to start to breathe in a rhythm, say 2 taps in, 4 taps out. It should feel natural, and if you sigh on the exhale, that will help tone the vagus nerve and bring you faster into the calming nervous system. So if your exhale is twice as long as the in-breath, that always helps as well. And just keep doing this for at least a minute until you feel you want to stop, and then slowing it down and just letting the body come to stillness. Feel the spine lengthen. You can roll back the shoulders once and down. Let the shoulder blades release, chest opens. Nice deep breath in, long exhale. And it should help to release a lot of tension from your spine. Number 2 tip for helping to release tension from your shoulders when you've been sitting for a long time. Come down onto your hands and the knees. Ready for some cat and cow. Let your neck be really heavy. Let the hands position underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And it's as if we're pressing down into the underside of the knuckles, the roots of the fingers. Head is heavy, just gently shake out the head. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, tip the pelvis towards you, rounding the spine, look to the belly. As you inhale, tip the pelvis away, the belly releases, the chest lifts, the head lifts. Exhaling, pelvis moves towards you, abdominals gently engage, pressing into hands, rounding the spine. In-breath, belly releases, pelvis moves back, head and chest lift. Make sure you don't over-crank the neck. Exhaling. Inhaling. Moving at the same rhythm of your breath. So letting the breath dictate the speed at which you're rolling the spine up and down. Make sure the neck is really heavy when you do the exhale, head is completely released. Inhale. Let's finish on an exhale. And then breathe into a neutral spine. Take your knees just a little wider apart. Sit back towards the heels, stretch the arms out. Forehead on the ground, and take a few breaths in child's pose, breathing deeply into the lower back, ribs and belly. And then you can walk the hands back towards you. Et voila. Tip number 3 for tight shoulders. This might seem counterintuitive, but often it really helps to open up the chest. As the posture becomes hunched, all this connective tissue gets really, really tight. So we're going to take a blanket or a towel, and we're going to roll it into a nice tight sausage. it's quite compact, and we place it on the mat. Now the key is getting it in the right place. We're going to lie on this sausage and open up the chest. So it needs to be directly between your shoulder blades, not too low, not too high. That's about right. Now I quite like a cushion for my head that just relaxes the neck a little bit. Your arms can be directly out in a T shape, or for optimum opening, I recommend cactus. For the legs, some people like their legs straight. That doesn't personally work for me. I find it compresses my lower back. Some people like butterfly legs. But for me, just bent knees, resting the knees together, that really works. That helps just to relax the psoas muscle. My spine feels in a good position. And I'm just going to soften over that rolled up blanket. So as you breathe in, feel like you're breathing space into the chest, into the pectorals, into the shoulders. And as you exhale, exhale fully and use it as an unloading, like you're letting go of anything that you've been holding on to, physical, mental, emotional. And just breathe nice and deeply like this. I would say a minimum of 3 minutes in this posture. If it's too intense with the cactus, again, take the arms straight out. So they're out in that kind of T shape. And just let everything release. Bring your full attention into the heart space, the chest, the shoulders. And just notice how the breath moves around this part of your body. You might start to notice these microscopic movements of connective tissue releasing, space being created. So see if you can just surrender, let go to the process. When you've done enough time on the rolled up towel or rolled up blanket, bring your arms back towards your body. To come out, so just simply roll to the side, nice and gently. And then use your hands to support your spine as you come back up to seated. You might just want to roll open the chest a couple of times. And then just rest the hands on the knees. I often like to just stir the spine a little bit so we get the movement the whole length of the spine. And let's do that in the opposite direction. Make sure that your shoulders are really soft, not lifting. And into the center. And hopefully those 3 steps will have helped to loosen up tension in the shoulders.